course. Hello, happy health habits, happy hour. We are on Well-Being Wednesday, and I'm just here trying to actually text here our faithful friend Sandy, who should be back today. Bravo, 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 and thumbs up because Tanya was on this morning, logged it in charge. So was Betty. I was there live. Yay, us. Were you there? Were you there, Sarah? Yvonne?
Chiropractor.
Oh, that's right. Too bad.
Good too.
It was fun to have us all there live. I actually was on camera, so that was good. And so today we have something very special because I forgot about this and I learned this quite a while ago. And I'm going to review it. And Carrie and I talked about it this weekend. It's a nervous system, a test to see if your nervous system little techniques are working or not, to show you objectively if you're actually calming yourself down and you're calming your amygdala down or not. So I'm gonna show you how to do this test to see if what you're doing is working to regulate your nervous system. So give yourself a hug, congratulate yourself. Love yourself enough to live a healthy lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And I'm taking a class called Good with Money. And I want everyone to do this. Just tap on your shoulders, just like this. Okay. So I'm taking a nervous system healing course called Good with Money. And she's teaching us this. This is the butterfly hug, she calls it. This is a nervous system regulation tool. Okay. It's pretty simple and easy. There's a couple of them we've talked about. But when it comes to making good decisions about anything in life, it's getting that brain and that body right. We've talked about back into coherence. High five for being here. High five yourself in the mirror. Celebrate the gains every morning. Celebrate yourself. Look yourself in the eye, right? Thank you for showing up, being alive, right? Being an optimist, optimal activist, right? We are in the tribe of safety right now. So we're going to do something new because we're in a safe place and we are worth it and you are worth it. And we're going to learn and grow together because we are not stuck in our old stinking thinking habits, are we? Congratulations to everyone who's been around the block with the Habits of Health Finder, the classes with Dave Blanchard. I know Cindy's been going on 3 times. I've been 3 times. Sharon's been probably 4 times. Betty, how about you?
I think this is my third. I've signed up, so it'll be my third time. Yeah, the start of my third time.
Tanya, how about you? How many times around have you been with Dave Blanchard stuff now? Is this your third?
This is my third.
Your third. 2 for you, Yvonne. So yes. we're the weirdos. We're the ones that are we're the weirdos. We love embrace being weird, right? Embrace being.
Yep.
Most people out there are not working on what goes on, right?
Yeah.
So be the weirdos, be loud and proud, and if anyone wants to follow along, we always just give them the link, let them take the test. Right? If they want to get out of their heads and into a group of people who get it. Like Tanya, what'd you say today what'd you say today when you were on the group call? What you said was beautiful. What'd you say?
I said my win was just being with the community. Community was what I needed right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was saving her life, just being with the peeps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Being surrounded by people that get it. We all get it. So centered on self-care today. Your stress requires self-care. If you didn't go back and see my Facebook post, but I read a quote out of Language of Letting Go about self-care and how critical it is during times of stress. So so really, we're gonna do a little nervous system thing to calm down our stress. It's different today, so I want to do that next. But just remember that this is never wrong, and especially when under stress, always go here first. If we don't go to those foundational self-love things, we cannot pull off the habits of health, can we? Right?
Yes.
I mean, it's literally almost like you have to do your mental health. You've got to do your self-acceptance. You have to set your boundaries. You have to do your, you don't have to. You get to set your self-care. You get to do your inner voice work because otherwise you're talking yourself out of all the habits of health. You're not going to juggle the balls properly and they're all going to be all over the place. So always default to self-care. It's never a wrong choice. Um, so bravo to all of you who are working on yourselves. And remember, there's different types of weight, right? While Sharon and I may not be working on our physical weight, we are definitely working on our mental weight. And I'm now working on my financial weight and my lack of responsibility and really not really not feeling safe around money. So I'm going to touch on that today with the class I'm taking called Good with Money to heal my nervous system. So I've gone through the physical weight part, learning the habits of health, like on Monday, learning the healthy eating for life thing, and then really working on how to calm the nervous system down, how to live above the line, how to handle relationships, right? How to navigate all those things and the world, all right, the pandemic. And then now I'm at this level. So we're all just in some level of readiness and willingness and ability and confidence to go through these levels of so there's never nothing to work on, right? It's not a destination. Are we in agreement with this?
Yes.
Yeah, there's never an end to this because there's always something new and more. So in the class that I'm taking, I was reminded how to test our nervous system. So if you're able, are you guys able to stand up? Hi, Phyllis. Hi, girl. Are you able to stand up at all or not? Anybody? You're not. It's okay.
I'm going to sit, but
I'm going to show you. So when you're stressed out, how do you test how your nervous system is doing? All right. So what you do is put your fingers right in front of you, hold them together and put them in front of you.
okay.
And then you just want to see where it's real simple. Just one turn to the left and see how far you can go. Okay. Make note of how far you can go. And then turn all the way to the right.
Okay.
Okay, as far as you can, no right or wrong, right? Come back to the center and just remember where you were, all right? Now, what you want to do is do your breathing, your deep breaths, okay? Your box breathing, your deep breaths, your two shorts and a long, your yawn, and then you could do your havening like this, okay? Or you could do the butterfly hug, just the tapping like this. And breathe and breathe. And if it feels better like this, or if it feels better like this, just whatever feels comforting to you. Maybe when you're stressed out, it feels good for you to just kind of hug yourself and just kind of do this sort of thing, right? Or just breathe and, right? Whatever feels comforting and relaxing and calming. When you're stressed out, when we're in our stop, right? When it's stop, we're supposed to stop and then challenge and choose, right, Tanya? So you do this for just a minute, right? A minute, whatever you want to do. And now do your test again and see if you can actually move farther in one way or the other way. Ooh, I'm a lot farther on that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys,
Yes.
did you
Yes.
get?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Did you,
Yes.
Sarah? Did you
Yes.
feel it?
Yes.
Yes. So that is awesome, ladies. So what that just did is you have proof that you calmed down your stressed out, your amygdala. You calmed it down. You actually now are in you're in your thinking brain where you can make a better decision about what you're about to do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And you know what? If 10 minutes or an hour from now you feel like your stress is going up and you're going to make bad decisions and you're going to do things you don't want to do it again. And just see, okay, where am I now? And do it again, whatever it is, right? Remember the eye circles? You could do the eye circles and the breathing or the up and down, side to side, all the things.
Okay.
Sense?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that way you're gonna make a better decision. This is stop, challenge, and choose. Do this in the stop part. Think you can do that next time? Next time, try it
I,
out.
I
Yes.
think I need to do that because I have been talking myself out of stopping.
Yep.
I'm dealing with a lot of body pain right now, and I'm
Mhm.
finding that the body pain is causing me more stress. So I am
Yes.
talking myself out of
Mhm.
stopping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And absolutely. And Betty and I talked last week how we're rollers. We roll through stop signs. We don't stop to eat it. We don't even stop to eat,
Okay, I've been rolling through some stop signs too.
right? Tanya admits to rolling through her stop. I don't stop. You don't stop, do you, girl?
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
It's terrible. So, no, we're okay. We're all the same. We're all normal. But that will help us to stop, won't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And when Carrie and I were talking this weekend, I said, "Oh, I totally forget." She said, "We should do this in the group." I said, "Yes." It's just
Yes.
it's such a no-brainer because then you have proof that it works and proof that you're calmer, proof that you have more faculties, and you actually stopped.
Is there a name for that? What we just did?
I
It,
don't
it's
know.
it's a nervous system reset. So this is the nervous system test,
This is the test,
Okay.
and
and
then you
this.
do a reset.
Okay, here's another one that I love. Have you guys ever done Tai Chi? Anybody know Tai?
No.
This is just called the wash machine, and it's just flailing your arms from side to side like this. And I hold so much tension in my arms, it's incredible, you guys. And this is also a nervous system reset, just doing this. Okay. And then you could do a little of this or a little of this. Okay. Whatever. That's all the same. And then you retest. Retest with
Okay.
this is a range of motion test. I'll call it's a range of motion
Okay.
test. Range of motion test.
To let you know that you need a nervous system reset. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you get more range of motion and increased range of motion, you have calmed your brain down.
Okay.
Because we were talking about it, and I think a lot of us obviously know we're nervous system dysregulated, but how do we know that this stuff works? How do we know the
Yeah.
breathing works? So this is your gauge, your
Mhm.
Yeah.
tension in your body or whatever. Sometimes when you're doing the padding or whatever, you'll yawn. A yawn is a very good release.
Mhm.
That way,
Yeah.
you know you've gone from sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight, into parasympathetic, which is rest and digest.
Mhm.
And that's what we want.
Yeah.
Rest and digest.
So it's
Mhm.
just a way to be aware, to notice it, because I
Mhm.
think a lot of us are doing it. We need reminders to do it more often, but we're like, well, how do I know it works? So
Mhm.
having a simple test is like, oh, it is working.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and
And I,
sometimes we put a
mhm.
number on our emotional stress or the pain in my shoulder, but just put a number on it, random number, whatever comes to your mind, then do the breathing and whatever for 1 minute, and then check in. Has the number gone up or has the number gone down? The number isn't ultimately important. It's just
It's just what-
a guide for you to see that, yes, it's working. Yes, this is helping. And yes, I really needed that little 1 minute break.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. I love that they're doing it on the wind calls and even teaching the breathing and the stretching because that's that's a nerve set reset too.
Yeah, it's so key.
And
It really.
you can add on one more thing. This is for me for balance, and as you get older, your balance isn't as good as it was. And you get a fixed point, and you're doing the same thing, whether you're doing this figure eight or something. But then when you're doing that, do a fixed point, maybe the corner. And then as you're looking there, you keep your eyes on there and you go, yes. Or first you go no, and then you go yes, but you keep it on a fixed point, and that helps you. And if you're in a walker, because I know Yvonne, sometimes you have to use a walker for doing this, you back into the corner of your kitchen, and you have your walker there. You're not touching it. You're standing on your feet. You can put your feet, one in front of the other as you progress. have your walker there and do that. And it really helps your balance and do that. But you're doing this, and as long as you're doing the figure eights and you're doing some of these, your eyes, add that on too and keep your balance. Keep your balance with you. So,
Awesome.
Totally the same thing. I love
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Love.
it just adds
Yeah.
on and it helps.
Great tip.
That's a great tip.
And you're not going to do all the tapping and all the eye movements every time in 1 minute. Like
No.
she said, pick the one that feels best for you. And maybe next hour, next day, next evening, you'll do a different one. But there are just so many varieties of things to help you reset your nervous system. We just got to remember to do them.
Yeah.
And in the class I'm taking, so Carrie leads sometimes our Friday group of ladies that we all practice the nervous system reset because we're all high anxiety or high depression or low functioning, high depression, high anxiety, or some shape or shade in between. So we're all learning to remold our nervous systems. And what it is it's telling your nervous system that it's okay. Everything's going to be okay, baby.
In this
Everything.
moment, I am safe.
Yes.
I am
Yeah.
good.
And it's
Take a breath.
it signals your brain that you're safe and secure. That is all your amygdala cares about, that you are safe and secure. That's it.
Yeah.
Once you feel safe and secure, it does its job and you can go about making smarter decisions. And that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay, baby. I'm okay.
And when you're safe and secure, some of those aches and pains go away. That chronic
Right.
shoulder and my chronic knee,
Yep.
are they painful and hurt? Yes. Are they chronic like they were? No. I've
Wow.
really gotten a lot of relief. Well, a lot of relief.
Are you hearing this, Yvonne?
I have a non-scale win having to do with that. I did 1,573 steps today.
Yay!
Without my
Already.
cane, without a brace, without any assistance, just on my own.
Good.
Wow. And this is just noon
Yeah.
if you're in Central Time Zone.
Heart attack. That's awesome. That is fantastic. So we're getting this, ladies. We're getting it. I love it. That is great. All right. So just real quick, yes, there is a brain body challenge. It starts on the 5th and we can't register until tomorrow, apparently. Unfortunately, I'm chomping at the bit. So bring your friends, make a short list of friends. We had if you didn't see my post yesterday, we had 4,000 people in the challenge last January. We had 2,000 coaches, 1,000 guests, and 1,000 coaches, 2,000 clients, and 1,000 guests. So we're going to try to double the guests. So I would like to contribute at least 20 from our group. I figure if one person brings one person, we can for sure, get way more than 20, but I'm thinking that's a low guesstimate. But I mean, Sharon can do that on her own. Stevie, she had. So, but I don't want to count on Sharon because Sharon's tapping her friends out now. She's got friends list. But anyway, so that's our goal. So keep that in mind. Invite friends. The information is gold, and it's free, and it will be brand new videos and everything. And then they'll do the competition for if you want to do the weight loss component, you can pay money and earn more money, that kind of thing, earn more prizes. And then so I just want to make sure you guys know that. And no, I'm not, there's going to be no coaching calls next Wednesday. So individual calls, I'll tell you guys each on that. So, and one last thing before let's go around Robin here and talk about Monday. Phyllis has some great things to share. Do you have to go, Tanya? Do you want to share something before you go?
I
Are you
do
okay?
have to go. I do have to go.
Dude, what's your
I'm on a
share
job.
what's your win, your learn, anything, habit finder, Monday night? Tell us what you got.
I missed Monday night. I need to go back and watch the recording.
Okay. Good. Did you have a win, a non-scale victory, or a learn that you want to share?
I did have something that I learned, but it's written down on a piece of paper at home. And I'm not at home.
It's good to have
it's
it in a
safe.
safe
It was
place.
it was it was a really good one too. It was
You think
from it was from one of our morning calls.
So glad you wrote it down.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm glad I wrote it down, but I don't remember what it was.
And that's why we write things down.
Yeah.
All
Tanya's
good.
she is showing up at everything all the time. That is a huge win.
Should be good.
Is but she's the driver of the bus now. She's always she's
Good.
beating me. I'm not there. She's there. That's great. And we're gonna go round robin, but I have to just say this is a gift from Betty. These are her bookmarks that she has made, and I'm gonna
Nice.
be distributing them
Oh,
to for the folks in our group. She is a what do you call it? What do
Quilting
you,
usually.
oh,
those are called leftover scraps that you put together to invent something new. That's
But
what
it's
you
from the
do.
quilting, right?
yeah, and
Yeah,
now they're,
quilting and,
Yeah.
and sewing, and I make all kinds of things.
I have another friend, she started her business. It's called Scrap It. And it's
Yes,
all from leftovers,
yeah,
remnants,
I have all
but
these,
makes
and
cute stuff.
I just
So
made
I
a
got
trash
dibs on
can.
2 to go to Ecuador. One for me,
look
one
at
for
this.
my sister.
This has I want to get to a choose to on it. This is my favorite.
I
I'm
love it.
this one for myself. The other one says slow walks count.
That's my favorite. Slow
I
walk.
love
See
it.
the turtles? I found turtle
Yeah.
Count.
material and cut it. Cut
I want
cut
to
it.
get to I choose to again. I choose to walk the beach. That's a great one. I choose to walk the beach. Walk with the kitties. They're really count your steps. I love it, Betty. These are great. So I will distribute these to our fellow Optivists, and I thank you for your talent.
Oh,
It's one
you are so
Thank
you're
you,
so well.
Yes,
Betty.
thank you, Betty.
hugs,
Like I said,
Betty.
they're just scraps. They're fun to do, and if Gene has his way, he'll have you order 10 billion of them just to
Yeah.
get the scrap. He doesn't know though, as this go out the front, the more scraps come in the back. That's
Right.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
Alibaba, but we'll call it
yeah,
scraps of love.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
don't forget to share the Habit Finder guys with friends, because the last 3 people I have talked to, I don't even want to touch Habits of Health with them. I don't. They have no business starting a diet or any kind of nutritional strategy, none whatsoever. They don't want. They don't. They want to lose weight. They're not ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
People. I'm telling you, they're not ready,
Yeah.
and I know it now because I know what I know, and we know what we know. They're not ready to try to lose weight at all. Not even close.
I have
So
Because you want it to last. You want it to be a lifestyle.
yeah, I told 3 people that. Bye, Tanya. So
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye,
jumping
Tanya.
on.
keep sharing and Karen. What they really need is not to lose weight, gang.
Hmm.
You need to go over like the rest of us do. Okay. So anyway, just share that. All right. So tell us, Phyllis, you had some great. Oh yes, Carrie.
I just along with that, sometimes you're not ready to start the program or whatever. Kate is saying she couldn't be on today, but if any of you have done work with my sister Kate, Conquer the Cravings, and this isn't for I crave sugar. It's a specific thing, but she's going to be setting up her next. She wants to know what's best with you guys. Some of the things they've done was a chocolate chip cookie, maybe a specific recipe, or Cheetos
Dude.
or Dr. Pepper. It's that thing. It has to be that's very specific. That's what a craving is. An addiction can be sugar, but that's a different topic. So she can be setting it up for, she said, well, no, I can't remember. So what did she say, Amy? Monday or Tuesday, I think she said.
I didn't
So
see.
but even if you're slightly interested or curious or want more information, get with me, get with Amy, and we'll get you connected. And then
Yeah.
my sister will have the link for people to sign up to join.
It's brilliant.
And it's a 1 day, 1 time, 1 craving. It's, I don't know, what is it? Like half an hour? No, it's usually like an hour. Just plan an hour because it's a group. I mean, if it was just one person, it could be shorter.
Yeah.
Sharon disappeared her craving for her Fisher peanut craving. Someone else did Mountain Dew, no more Mountain Dew. Someone else did Oreo or the little Debbie packets, that sort
Yep.
of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And it's like that craving is gone for the rest of your life. It's not just today. It works. It's like that one's done. And then maybe you have a different craving pop up and then it'll be a different session. But you do one craving, one session, kryptonite eliminated.
give me
Good.
give me her options too, so I know them. So I know them when I didn't see the text yet. So
Yeah, it's in with you, Amy, but
okay.
from my sister. So just so you know, it's coming up and is very related because then you get into, you can do a long-term emotional eating thing. And that's like what Amy was saying. Some people aren't ready to just start
Mhm.
the program. It's like, well, I
Yeah.
got this thing. I got kryptonite sitting in front of me. I'm not ready to do the program.
They're
So
not.
and thank you, Amy, for being, observant, intuitive, and knowing because you've worked with so many people for so long. You know how this works. So thank you. I just want to throw that little plug in for my sister coming up.
Yep,
Yeah.
Cindy has completed. Betty's in process. Deb has in process. I just started my third session, so it's all good. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and Amy's talking about extended package, personalized one-on-one. That's separate, but the craving thing in a group, one day, one session, one
Yeah.
craving.
Yep. Tanya's going to start it too. But anyways, all right. So let's talk about Monday and wins. Phyllis, we shared her little win in the Facebook group. She had a before and after face to face. So 8 pounds, and you passed up fries. Tell them what'd you do? Pass up fries at where was it?
Pizza Ranch. We had a meeting there, and of course, the pizza was free, but I planned ahead, took my salary, did okay that way. Didn't really miss it too much. So that's a win.
You said the celery tasted sweet. That was good too, wasn't it, Phyllis? The celery actually tasted sweet.
Yep, yep. So Amy asked me to share a couple things. I'm in element 3, and I'll just read a couple of things I highlighted from there. Um, Sustainable transformation of your weight, health, and well being is the development of your own ability to take ownership of your choices. And then small, sustainable choices in your daily choices that will over time create long term change. So
Good.
that's from element 3. And then on Monday night, I wrote down some notes. I was on the ending one, lesson 4, and I wrote down have a why big enough to overcome resistance. And so some of the causes of low self worth is when life doesn't happen the way I thought it would. And then, he talked about um, choose ourselves, I choose me, and how transformative that was for the one lady on that call.
I choose me.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
And
Let's.
we need to work through our hurt so we can give to others. Because if we're so occupied with ourselves, we have so little to give. And the greatest gift is feeling understood. The greatest gift we can give someone is feeling understood. So there's purpose in the pain, joy in the journey, and choose to use life experiences to understand what someone else is going through. And it fills a hole in our lives. So it was interesting how Dave could really relate to the lady that was struggling and how that was kind of a blessing to him. So
Yeah.
Purpose, find purpose in the pain, and that is so profound. And what was the other one?
in the journey.
Joy in the Journey, which is, yes, Joy in the Journey, which is Sharon loves, and she put on the hats. What I heard him say one time was, "Let your scars serve others."
Oh, wow. That's,
Woo!
yeah,
That's like purpose in the pain, right? Let your scars serve. Ooh,
others. Yeah.
Mhm.
that one, that one gives me goosebumps all over because it's so
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I think it's so true. The more we live, the more we share. The other one I heard on my current webinar, she literally came out her mouth what I say all the time: sharing sheds shame. The more we share, the more we get it out of our body, the better off we're going to be. The more
Good.
Yeah,
we
because
keep it
shame
in,
cannot live in the light.
Yeah.
yeah, when
Sharing
we keep
sheds
it in
shame.
here and we keep it in here and it shows up in our pain parts, right, Yvonne? Okay, it
Mhm.
shows up in your body in some way. Shame lives in there, and so we gotta just get it out. Okay,
Mhm.
don't ever let shame fester.
Yeah.
And anger was the worst one to let fester. So if you're angry, don't be ashamed about it. Just be angry. Get it out.
Get it done.
Be,
Yeah.
get it back.
Good advice. And thank you, Betty. Those bookmarks look very nice.
Oh, you're welcome. They're fun. They're just so much fun to make. So good.
I think I'll send you one, Phyllis. Thank you for sharing all your wonderful notes and all your wonderful wins and going in the optimal life
Yes.
and
Yeah.
sharing and shedding your shame right now, girl. It's shedding your shame. Whatever is in there, it's good. It's all
Get
good.
rid of it. Yes. Yes.
And she's got her husband eating feelings and taking him for his snack. So well, this is good. So we got
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so this is good. This
Yes,
is
it is good. Yes, it is good.
I don't know where Mari is, but she must be stuck up with her mom is having psych issues. But thank you very much, Phyllis. Did you have anything else, Phyllis, to share?
That was all. Have a good
Okay,
day, everyone.
she's got to go. Yvonne, how about you? Did you get anything out of Monday? Did anyone do the continuum? Are you thriving, burned out, worn out? Anyone do that?
And Roxy just came on camera.
Roxy,
No,
you.
I was here. I was here the whole time listening.
Yeah.
I
Good.
I want to share something that now you're saying. It's a big win for me. Really big. Somebody's gonna try not to cry. But last week when I was doing a live, and I thought I just gonna, because inspiration sometimes doesn't come in the world. So something came to my mind. I said, okay, I'm just gonna make a live video and leave it. So, but a lady connected to me, and she was talking to me and saying, well, I can't really remember what I was saying, but the big win is that I was live and I was saying about how the program helped me to overcome my whole life, actually. But I was able to say it, and I was going through a divorce. Now I did say that on live. So for me, it was too much. Still it is, because I still not, I can say I already jumped over this. But I, this lady was really asking me things, and I feel confident. I don't know, and I said, I think I'm gonna say it one time, but when I'm ready. So I didn't know I was really, really ready, and I say it, and then she was telling me, like they already think I'm a hero. I lost the way. I said, no, I'm not a hero. But now she said, now you're double hero. I'm a hero because we know more about you. Because I never say things about really deep things from me. And she was telling me how many women, because she works in like a beauty salon, how many women they get really depressed, and her friends they commit suicide, one of hers, because when the men abandon her. And sometimes it's really I mean, it goes really bad with women, especially with women. So she was asking me how you did it, and I said, well, I'm still working on it, but I mean, I didn't know. Like I was gonna say that on live. I never planned it, but I think I just want to share that because for me it's like a huge win, and I don't know if I'll be able to say it again. But I said, and she was asking me if I can be like a speaker and go to her city and talk about that because many women need to hear my story. And I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that. But if somebody wants to, to learn more, of course, I can just tell her how she can do it. But it's not just one thing. It's just, I mean, like a lot of things. Like you have to really understand to just be happy, or even though life is not so nice. So that's what I went to share.
Yeah, that's huge, Roxy. See, that's how you get the deep connection.
Yes.
You don't know how many people need to hear your story, but it's
Yes.
true. We love
Yeah.
you, Roxy.
Yeah,
It
but
is true.
I always cry, so I that's what I
Yeah.
said. I'm gonna say it one time that I don't cry. I didn't cry that day, but I mean, like, it's
Well, you're
I,
safe here. You're
I
safe here.
You're safe to
Yes.
cry. Yeah, you're safe.
You're safe to. It's okay because we've all been through heartaches and we've been through that. It's hard. It's hard to tell people.
And that's a big
But
one.
good for you. Good for you, honey.
Oh, you are shedding shame. Woo, get it out. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get it out.
Yeah,
Woo,
that's
We're
that is
so
what.
so
proud of you,
awesome.
Roxy.
yeah. Thank you.
So awesome. It was so hard for you to even talk about it to me, even on the phone. You couldn't even, you avoided the conversation altogether, right? So this is huge.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, like, I really somebody just considered me to be a speaker because other women, she said their struggle is so much,
Yeah.
and I said, well, I think I did too, but somehow I don't think it was so bad. I don't know, but
So
that's
let
because I was I really was like paying attention on what Dr. Ray says and listening all these mentality things. Really, I mean, really, I like it. So
Mhm. Yep, you're letting your scars serve others and you're being vulnerable and you're putting peace in your pain.
yeah, that's what I said. Okay, I think I'm just gonna share this. Thank you.
Yep, yep.
Very, very vulnerable. But you know what? It just makes us love you even more.
Yeah.
You Phyllis, what you shared mattered and what Roxy, it caused Roxy to share what she shared just now. And you had no plan to do that today. I bet you anything.
No, no, no.
Or that day on the live, even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I will.
But you needed it and she needed it. You both needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's.
When
Well,
our energies come together, we're healing each other, gang. So it's really, it's energetically here. It's good. It's
thank
all good.
you so much
Thank
for
you for sharing, Roxy.
Thank you for sharing. I know it's hard, but you're gonna make it and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. I'll send you guys a
Not
bookmark.
alone, never alone.
oh,
Yes.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, let's see. All right, Betty, what you got for us, girl? Have you got any notes?
Yeah, I got a couple of notes. One, I just highlighted a few things that I enjoyed what they said. For one thing, when they had the broken house, the nice house, and then the dream house, and I realized that I did it last night while I was doing it, and I thought I'm kind of in the broken house in some things, but over in the nice house in other things. But I like one thing that they said was, hey, I'm hanging with the healthy community. And I thought, I am doing that. My community is healthy and wealthy and wise, and
Great.
wealthy as in rich with wisdom and good things. So I highlighted that. And another thing that I really liked that I heard this morning, that instead of saying, I could never do that, to change it to, ooh, how can I do this? And so when you hear things and I thought that fits in with the dream house too, that you're not just settling in that nice house, just settling there and say, okay, I did it, but that you can dream a bit and say, how could I do this? How can I make this happen? How can I, I choose to make this happen. And you start using your language and going on. So, yeah, those are just some things everything's always so good that I just pick a few things to highlight. And, but I like those.
What's the house and the okay? It's just the okay house.
Yeah, it
And
was. Yeah, it was kind of like the nice house. You get from the broken house to the nice house.
this
But
is nice.
but then you kind of settle in there. Okay, it's a little squatter. You get in there and everything's fine. I have 2 eggs and toast at breakfast, and I have I go walking at noon, and I do this at supper, and I do this with my friends on Sunday, but you're still kind of in a box, and that you keep you haven't got the dreams, but that you want to go on. And they had this big fancy palace, and they said it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be a Ferrari, but it can be a dream that you, it might be a camper that you can go camping or traveling. It doesn't have to be fancy. And I like that. And so actually my foot's probably a little bit in each one. There's some that I am working off here in the dream world a little bit, but there's still stuff in the broken that there's stuff in the broken, but it's not getting me down. I'm working on it. And that's the difference and we can come here and air it out and say,
Mhm.
this part here ain't so good, but I know what to do. I know what to get.
You're allowing yourself to I hear and see that you're allowing yourself to celebrate all your wins and your
Yes.
your
Yes.
gains, right?
Yes. And
Yeah.
I lost 2 pounds today, but the first thought that came in my head was, yes, but you gained all this back from this last year. And then I thought, no, it's a win. It's a quiet win. I feel last night I felt the quavering in the stomach. I felt like it was firm. My food was good all day yesterday. It was good. It was not with panic or cravings and stuff. It was good. And so many other things are going so well right now, but my food hasn't been. But yesterday it went well. Today it's already, to me, it's almost 1:45. My food has been perfect all day. Um, and so that's 2 days in a row. And so that's good.
If
That's
you
good.
guys remember anything, remember that when we focus on what we haven't accomplished, we're giving ourselves a stress response, and we're shooting cortisol in our own veins, and we're stopping fat burn. We
Yeah.
we gotta we gotta be willing to roll around in the good,
Yes.
and
And
that's happy, and that's joyous, and that's safe and secure, and then then we'll be calm enough to lose weight. Then we'll be calm enough to make the healthy choices.
I
Then
heard a simple saying that applies to all the negative, the stress, whatever, the fears. Gratitude is the antidote because it
yes.
puts you back into not lack thinking, but the positive. This is what I do have, and I'm grateful for it. And yes, it gives you all the good hormones to counteract all the stress hormones.
Okay. So gratitude is the antidote.
Antidote.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm
for
highlighting
basically
it.
everything.
I'm
Mhm.
highlighting that. So we have that.
Because, love is the answer.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what the question is, but gratitude puts us in that higher state of thinking. It's a higher vibration, higher frequency,
Mhm.
and then it gets us up to love.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
And I just had a client text me her quadrant in element 22. You guys make sure you go to element 22, page 430, 443. She X'd up burned out, and and I was definitely there 7 years ago, you guys. I was in flat out burnout, depressed and failing, feeling like a failure, totally depressed. I had no earthly reason to be, but I was. And you know what? You just work yourself right up the scales on each way. and you go from the broken down house into the good house and the nice house, and then you keep dreaming about that dream house, and then that's how you get to that's how you get to thriving. That's
Yeah.
it. You just
Yeah.
keep moving toward those dreams, and don't forget to dream, right? Whatever it is.
Yeah, I did that last night when I was doing that, and I'm where I'm at is that upper left one. I'm not broken down. I'm not all broken down, but I'm in that upper left one where some things
Okay.
are good. So I'm kind of down. Where one foot's here and one foot's kind of up here, but that's pretty much where I'm at. But
Mhm.
Better than 1 foot on a banana peel, Betty.
yes, it
Yeah.
is. And it's like,
You're,
and I thought, I'm not feeling bad. Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
one.
you're in the
Yeah,
contented quadrant. You're fulfilled, but you're feeling like you're failing over here, but you're fulfilled over here. Yeah, you're in
and
the
I'm doing super over here. So I've got some super wins that are just, every day, every day. So
it's a process. It's totally okay. We're
Yeah. So
all
if you notice yourself being stuck, negative thinking or whatever, it's usually the same thought round and round. The saying is true. Think of 3 good things. What 3 things I'm grateful for, happy
yeah,
about, can be a
yeah.
little proud of myself, or
And
yeah, your wins. But
the
seriously, it's
stroking.
like write them down, 3 things. Like
Yes.
Tanya, it's like if you didn't write it down, it didn't happen. Well, she wrote it down, didn't necessarily remember it, but she wrote it down, so it's there. And there's something about that. The act of
Yeah.
actually writing down gratitudes
And
is healing.
put it in a little
Yeah.
cup or jar or something. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely awesome. Very good. Thank you for sharing from Monday night. Margot, do you get anything from Monday night or Saturday or win of the week or anything?
I loved Monday night. I thought it was great.
Yes.
I thought it was talking about the whole person.
Mhm,
Everybody at some point in time is broken.
Yeah.
And if
mhm.
you can step out of that, when they talk about the fine house, that, things are fine. You're happy the way you are. You have a fixed mindset about being positive and moving forward, but it's not, it's just one of the steps. And then going into your dream house where you're living and you're thriving and you're really starting to love yourself for real, not because that's what you're supposed to say to people,
Yeah.
but you really believe it within you. And because of that, you've got a good positive growth mindset. I liked talking about when they talk about fulfillment and depression,
Yeah.
having full days, meaningful connections, working to grow as an individual. Probably more important than all of it is how you really feel about yourself, how you really accept who you are, and then take that and figure out where you want to go with it. When they said, "Are you happy when you wake up in the morning?" Or are
Yeah.
you thinking, "Oh my gosh, it's another day,"
Yeah.
as opposed to, "Oh my gosh, I've been blessed. I woke up. It's another day,"
I know.
which is great. Um, I liked where they talked about the concept of just always wanting more, following your passion, um, and looking to take your life and have quality time and things. Don't just settle for things. And probably out of it, the 3 major points I got was don't hold on to broken emotions, be honest with yourself, and don't settle.
Mhm.
And that was it. So I just thought it was good. I thought it was really
Yeah.
personally on point for pretty much everybody and anybody if they're really going to face themselves. So many people come out and tell you what they think you want to hear
Yeah.
about life, about themselves, about them, whatever, as opposed to, and it's one of the things that I love, many things I love about this group is there's no pretense. Everybody is open and honest with their feelings and their emotions, good, bad, or indifferent. Whether we agree or we disagree is totally irrelevant. It's the fact that we can open up, we can be ourselves, we can be true to ourselves as well as being true to people that we care about, and learning how to open up, like Roxy, learning how to take something that's hard and difficult and say it and get it out.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's huge. So yeah, it was a good program. Monday night was good.
And
Awesome.
I liked when they said there's no end to the journey, because you
Yep.
hit a goal, but the journey's not over. You get a
Yeah,
goal
yeah.
and a new one,
Yeah.
and you're always stepping forward. It's a little teeny weeny step, but you're always and you don't settle like in that nice house. You
Yeah.
just sort of, okay, I lost my 20 pounds. Okay, I'm going to lay here and put 20, 30, 40 back on, and then do
It's
it
like a
again.
journey across the country, right? You got one destination to the next.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Margot, do you have an ending quote or inspiration for us?
I do.
She does. Yay.
Okay. The journey of success. Success begins with a single step. It takes you as far as your determination and dedication wants to go. Others may help you along the way, but in the end, it's your wanting to get there badly enough that completes the journey. Success doesn't always come fast, nor easily, but it is possible. And there are many times when you ask yourself, is it really worth the struggle? And you wonder if you'll ever get there. But you will, if you remain strong and refuse to let any obstacle stand in the way of achieving your dreams. If you firmly believe in your dreams and patiently keep taking those important tiny steps, you will get there. You will know the thrill of arising to the challenge and winning.
Okay, very good.
Thank you so much, gang.
Yes.
Happy
Thank
it's
you,
happy
Margot.
and appreciate you all. I gotta go talk to Dr. Sean. He's lost 55 pounds now, so wait for the photo.
Wow.
Good, good, good.
Give him more lives chiropractically. Woo-woo. Love you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yay.
don't forget,
Love you
invite.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have
Bye,
a good
everybody.
week.
Next Wednesday I'll be on the plane, but I'll try to connect. I'll see what my schedule is when I get back, but
Okay, good.
Okay. All right.
not next
Bye-bye.
Wednesday.
Please
Bye.
try. Please
Bye-bye.
try.
Yeah. Afterwards, I'm gonna see if I can redo my schedule a little.
Thank you so much for sharing.